Alright, ladies and gentlemen, best of luck. Of course, third time lucky. TLO versus Naama. We're going to be going into game number 1 on Ohana here. A little bit of banter going on in the lobby where we had... Are you ready? Yes. Are you sure you're ready? Not sure, but let's take the chance. So we're going to be getting into a pretty cool best of 3 series here, guys, to round off the bracket where there are 16 players involved. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here. This is the final round of 16 match here at the Vasacast Invitational. It's been an eventful Saturday, and we have a pretty cool TVZ best of 3 here for you. Spawning in the top left position on Ohana as the blue Terran player representing Team Fnatic. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Naama. And over here, in the bottom right-hand corner, famous for his innovative strategies, will he play standard or is he going to show us something pretty cool this game? Let's find out in just a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, representing Team Liquid, we have the little one, TLO. And already we have some interesting action going on here, ladies and gentlemen. We have got one barracks on 11 here. Are we going to see a second barracks on 11? Nope, we have SCVs continuing to build. So a barracks very, very close to the natural expansion here of TLO. And, well, it's going to be pretty interesting. He's continuing to make SCVs, so he's not making an early gas. So it doesn't look like it's going to be proxy reapers or anything like that. In fact, is he going to make out like it's a command center first? No, he's actually going out with a second SCV, so it's going to be an 11-13 by the looks of things. The Overlord will not be able to scout this SCV moving out. Where is he going to build this Rex? Is it going to be next to this one? Because it'll take a little while for that to complete as well. The spawning pool going down now for TLO. Of course, the hatch already on its way. There is the gas. Okay, so we have the gas coming out now for Naama, and the SCV just coming in to scout. So you have Marine popping out here off this proxy barracks at the moment. Let's see what can be done about it. Immediately sending a drone to attack this scouting SCV because TLO does not want Naama to get any sort of sneaky shenanigans out. Is he? Yes, he's actually going to move a drone down over here as well to try and stop him. Will he actually take it out? Wow, pulling 5 drones immediately. Great choice upon seeing the Marine. Let's see if he will be able to hold this off. Still only a single Marine at the moment. SCV goes down. That is not a good sign for our Terran player here. And the bunker effectively gets abandoned right now. We have got the pool done, and we should be seeing some links on the way shortly. These drones continuing to micro their little hearts out. The SCV on half health. No bunker up at the moment, so Naama not quite doing the damage he wanted to do. One drone almost going down there, but at the end of the day, managing to save himself. Oh, a nice little position there, but the SCV goes down. No bunker will be able to go down now at the expense of a couple of drones. We have 2 spine crawlers down and some Zerglings as well, just going to be chilling out at the natural. In fact, 1 spine crawler gets cancelled because he reckons it should be enough to hold. So only the 1 proxy barracks. He does have a factory going down inside his main base as well, so he's not following this up with a second command center. And the bunker goes down. The units are rallied to the watchtower at the moment, as you can see. Let's see what Naama's follow-up is. Factory about to complete here for now. Now, don't forget, we don't have a barracks here, so there isn't a reactor for the factory immediately to swap on into. Instead, he's actually going to be going for a command center off the back of this. So, presumably, he'll get maybe a couple of Hellions. Just out early enough to try and stop any sort of early counseling aggression from TLO. A couple of Marines and Hellions should be able to secure this natural, as long as he continues to scout what's coming. Don't forget, he did actually force some Lings and a couple of spine crawlers out of TLO. He's actually making the second one now as well, just in case there's a follow-up all in. And there's the bunker going down at the natural. It looks like this barracks is going to start its very slow, very arduous journey back to base there. It could take him a little while before it can actually produce anything again. And in the meantime, TLO has an Overlord spotting that we have actually got the natural expansion there. TLO going to be pushing out with his spine crawlers now and will be able to start getting his creep out towards the center of the map. And here we go. It looks like the factory's actually going to be going for that tech lab, so possibly so it can be used on the starport, although the starport will finish first, so we'll see what he decides to do with that. The barracks has now reached the watchtower position, and the Overlord is in place to potentially get a nice scout off on the tech, and yes, indeed, it's going to be for Banshees. Now, note that there isn't enough gas, anywhere close to enough gas to get Cloak with this as well, as it currently stands. Still only the one gas being taken from our Terran player. So we are not going to be seeing Cloaked Banshees or anything like that just yet from him. Naama's actually going up to 500 minerals at the moment, and there we go. So he's going to be putting the tech light down on the factory as well. He wants to be spending those minerals a bit faster. Nice. Okay, so that timed out quite perfectly, and he's going to be getting barracks numbers 2 and 3. The downside to that, of course, is while he was getting all that infrastructure, if TLO just came with some absolutely ridiculous early game aggression, it might have won. But these players are taking it easy at the moment. TLO knows he's ahead because he comfortably held off the early pressure. And Naama's going to try and race up to tech as quickly as he can. We have the Evolution Chamber and Lair coming out for TLO right now. And in the meantime, Naama going to be grabbing all 4 of his gases now. So he will facilitate that tank production just a little bit easier, and possibly also so he can get some add-ons on these barracks and grab stim out for his bio units as quickly as he comfortably can. There's a Hellion here, stopping TLO from taking his 3rd base. That drone actually moving towards the extractor, which is a lovely move there from TLO, but we'll need a couple of units to actually secure this location as it currently stands. Is the Hellion currently on hold position? If it is right here, then that's a great move. You don't want the drone luring the Hellion away and then sneakily getting the hatch down. Right now, though, he's actually waiting because the Banshee is here and he wants to be coming in. We also have a small band of Marines coming on to creep at the moment, picking off a creep tumor. That's really nice there from Naama. And it looks like both sides are basically settled. We have Stim on the way for our Terran player. We have Ventral Sax coming in from TLO, so it looks like he might be going for some drop play here on Ohana. And where this cliff face is so large, you can actually get a really nice surface area worth of units dropping down on the production structure. So I wonder if that's what TL is going to be going for. He's got Pneumatized Carapace, of course, and Glial Reconstitution, so it looks like 2 base roach drops might be the order of the day here for our Zerg player. In the meantime, some more creep troopers desperately trying to come. Will the Marines pick it off? Oh, they pick one off. And do they pick the second? Yes, they pick the second one off as well. Both of them very active. Really good pick off there. And gonna have to start spreading that creep once again. Really frustrating there for TLO. But of course, his intention is to try and move out with drops. And look at this. Here we go. The Overlord is moving out in the center of the map. He's not actually going to super highway it up because he needs these outside the main base so that he can load the roaches up to drop inside. Naama has a couple of siege tanks in his main, but he doesn't actually have very much... in his natural, but he doesn't have very much in his main at the moment. He's currently at 83 supply versus the 107, and the worker supply is actually 47 to 45 with Naama ahead, but that's because TLO is producing all of the roaches right now. And I love that there is an Overseer inside the main base, just making sure that he can't actually have vision of it. And here he comes in with the roaches. The siege tanks are completely out of position. And here come the roach drops. Going to be taking out that tank and the Marines reinforcing from the main base here. And the Overlord needs to get out of the way. He doesn't want to lose all of those. He could potentially get supply blocked. He's just going to try and take out the add-ons on these buildings. Really nice, picking off the reactors on the barracks and the starport. They're just delaying as much as he possibly can. More reactors getting taken off, and they take so unbelievably long to build, but now Naama is back inside his main base. And he has an awful lot of tank support as well alongside this Marine firepower, so this can't really hold on for too much longer. TLO probably needs to get out at some point soon, or just let the army die if he wants. Oh, he's actually going to be creeping up the main base as well. Let's see how long he'll be able to creep that up for. I mean, Naama can just build elsewhere, so that's not really a big deal right now. He's just putting the roaches on creep. But he is simultaneously attempting to attack into the natural. Another small band of roaches picking off some SCVs over here. We have 1 or 2 Overlords, but you can see the tanks were moved up onto the high ground. Good positioning on this siege tank, but 0 kills at the moment, and the Overlords are going to get away. So Naama currently at 70 supply versus the 100 of TLO. These roaches don't look like they'll survive very much longer. Maybe he can save 4 of them if he wants to. No, he's just going to do as much damage as he possibly can. And the Overlord as well is probably not going to get out here, so this should get cleaned up. Never mind, another backup drop here of 2 or 3 more Overlords, and this is threatening to overpower Naama here. I don't think Naama was expecting a follow-up drop. Still more being loaded up down here in this portion of the map, and all of a sudden Naama in a very precarious position. Really cool follow-up drop from TLO. Naama was not expecting it, and TLO takes victory in game number 1.